Aboriginal people have performed age-old ceremonies of storytelling, music, dance and celebration. We acknowledge and pay respect to the elders past and present, and we acknowledge those of the future, for they will hold memories, traditions and hopes for Aboriginal Australians. We must always remember that under the concrete and asphalt, this land is, was and always will be traditional Aboriginal land.
Welcome where grass is green, as green as it can be, where rainforest greenery is beautiful to see. Welcome to all people from your beautiful lands to this land of ochre and the colored sands. Welcome where desert lands are also people's homes, where kangaroos and emus and other natives roam. Welcome to all people from your beautiful lands to this land of ochre and the colored sands. Welcome where rivers run to meet the sea, reaches other island homes in the coral sea. Welcome to all people from your beautiful lands to this land of ochre and the colored sands. Welcome to all people from your beautiful lands to this land of ochre and the colored sands. To this land of ochre and the colored sands.
Well, hello everyone and welcome to our assembly this week, our Week 8 assembly. We're very excited that you are able to join us today. I think it looks like I'm watching on the YouTube. Looks like there's quite a few people tuning in, so that's really exciting. And hello especially to all of you who are at school today. I know that there's a number of you at school. I hope you had a pleasant week and the weekend's coming up now, so you can have a bit of a break from learning, which is a good thing. So well done to all those people at school. It's hard for us when we're stuck at home and not get to see you all the time. But the good news is for everyone is that hopefully sometime around about halfway through next term, I hope that we will be able to have people to come back to school. First of all, kindy and year one people, you'll be back first with some luck, and hopefully that will be followed then by year 2 and year 6s, and then that will be followed by our year 3s, year 4s and year 5s. So that will be really exciting. We're looking forward to and hope everything works out, that we can have everybody at school, because that will be really, really good. We really want to see you all at school on that day. That's what we're hoping for. So let me just click on that so that you can see me a bit more clearly now, I hope. So that will be really good. So we're looking forward to seeing you all back. Thank you to those people who participated in our wellbeing theme Friday last week. I know that lots of people did some of the curriculum activities and some of the fun activities, and people posted lots of really cool photos and videos, and I know the teachers really enjoyed looking at those. So that was a really positive thing. I hope that you did enjoy the activities last week, and that you did feel like that they helped to support you to feel a little bit better in sometimes difficult times being stuck at home. But like we always say, it's not forever, and hopefully after the holidays, we'll be doing a bit more of online learning for a while, learning from home, and then hopefully soon after that, we will be back at school for the last little bit of school. So fingers crossed that everything goes to plan and we're able to do that, because I know teachers are really, really missing seeing you, and I know you're missing seeing your friends. So let's hope that everything goes well. And we're all back at school for the last few weeks of term 4. Okay, I'm just going to have a quick switch of screens here, because I need to have the names of our birthday recipients. So I have some happy birthday wishes to give to these people who have had a birthday since our last assembly. In 12M, we have Danny, we have Jax in 12Y, Imogen in 12Y, Jackson in 12Y. Happy birthday to all of you guys. I hope you had a nice time at least with your family at home, your brothers and your sisters, mums and dads. Hopefully you had a great time and had a bit of a surprise. We have Kaylin in 23M, Alexis in 23M, Evelyn in 4C, Brenton in 4C. Happy birthday to all of you guys. In 56W, we have Benjamin. We've got Ebony in 56W, Emily in 56W, and in 56Z, we have Ewan. So happy birthday to all of you guys. And I do hope that you did get a chance to celebrate and enjoy your birthday. And we look forward to actually being able to say happy birthday to people in person very soon. Those birthday awards, just like the class awards, we will try and send those out to you as soon as we can, so that you have the actual certificates that we normally would do on assembly if we were at school. So they'll be coming your way very soon. Okay, one of the most important and fun things of assembly is to find out who our award winners are. And I'm looking forward to being able to share that information with everyone. And I'm just we'll start off with kindergarten, of course, like we always do. And I'm going to hand over to Miss McCoy Lancaster, who's going to give us, tell us who some of the award winners are from KM. Oh, I can see that you're at school today.
I am at school today. I'm very lucky that I've got to come into school today. And I thought, what better place to sit than behind our playground? So,
of course. How are things at school?
Oh, yes, they've been very well. Thank you, Mr. Thurling.
Going well? Yeah. Okay, I will turn my camera off so we can just see you and you can share all the great news from your class. Let me just turn off my camera. There we go.
Well, firstly, I hope you're all in your pajamas, because I came to school in mine, which is a very weird feeling. And I hope you've all had a good week. And I'll go on to our awards now for KM. My first one is for Toby, for always completing his work with care and demonstrating optimism and resilience during learning from home. And my second one is for Hugo, for constant perseverance to remain motivated and optimistic during home learning, because it's certainly getting a bit tricky, but you're all doing such a great job, so keep it up, guys.
Thanks, Miss McCoy Lancaster, and congratulations to all of the people from KM on a great job. I know, and I think what Miss McCoy Lancaster said, look, we know it's getting hard, it's getting close to the end of the term, and everyone, I think, is looking forward to a bit of a break. So only a couple more weeks, so we just need you to keep ticking along for a little bit longer, and then you'll be able to have a little bit of a break from schoolwork, which I'm sure will make you all very sad, because I know how much everyone loves doing schoolwork all day long. Okay, I think we go over to our next wonderful kindergarten class. Mrs. Gatter's there, so we'll be able to hand over to you. How are you going?
I'm really well, thank you. I'm in my pajamas as well, even though I'm at
I
home.
can see.
But I usually end up in pajamas most days doing home learning, but that's okay. These are my favourite llama pajamas, so I had to wear them for kindergarten.
Very trendy, those llama pajamas.
They're my favourites. They match everything in the classroom.
Excellent, very good. I'm going to turn my camera off and you can give your class awards.
Thank you. Hi everyone, Kindy. I've got some wonderful award recipients. Some of you guys have been working really, really hard. So this week, I've got an award for Hudson Morgan for using his sound letter knowledge to add new and difficult words into his well-formed sentences. His writing is getting better and better every week, and it just brings the biggest amount of happy tears to my face. My second award is for Leo Hayday for adding detail into his sentences to make them interesting and entertaining. Leo's sentences every day give me a bit of a giggle. They are so funny, and he's doing lots of hard work making sure that he can get those sounds and letters right to make his sentences work properly. So he's doing all the things he needs to do. So those two boys have got my awards this week.
Okay, thanks for that, Mrs. Gatt. Congratulations to our wonderful KG people on the great work that they're doing. Well done. They are amazing, our kindergarten people, and they've been so resilient and sticking with everything in very difficult circumstances. So well done to kindergarten. Great job. Okay, we need to move to our stage one, our year 1 and 2 people, and we're going to hand over to Mrs. McDonald next, who's going to tell us all about the people in her class who've been working hard. I know that they've been working super hard. So Mrs. McDonald, if I can hand over to you. Oh, there you are. You're definitely not at school.
No, but I am. I've got all of these fantastic notes of encouragement that my students sent to me. So even though I'm at home, I still feel like I'm at school with all of my baby bears.
That's super. Really well done. What a lovely thing for them to do.
It was so amazing. I couldn't believe it when I got this great package and there were chocolates and notes and Indiana painted me a rock. It was fantastic. Anyway, I felt very loved.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I'll turn my camera off and hand over to you.
All right, everybody. So hope everyone's doing well out there and enjoying this beautiful weather. Got 3 award winners this week from 1-2M. First of all, we have Indiana for creating detailed paragraphs that include compound sentences. We've got Maddie for working so hard towards improving her reading and writing every single day. Whether we're at school or whether we're at home, she just works so hard. And Cruz for maintaining a positive can-do attitude throughout all of home learning with a smile on his face, ready to go every day. It's a pleasure to teach everyone in this class. Can't wait to see you soon. Bye, guys. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, Mrs. McDonald. You have a great weekend too. All right, moving on. We're going to now switch over to Mrs. Young's class. And Mrs. Young's going to tell us about all the wonderful people in her class and the things that they've been doing that have been impressing her. And I bet there's so many. She's probably struggling to fit it into one little segment today. Because I
really am. I'm so impressed with my guys, as they know. I tell them all the time. And yeah, we've had a lot of birthdays this week, as you sort of announced before. So it's been a very celebratory kind of a week as well. So it's been really awesome.
And yeah, over to you, and you can tell us all.
Well, I think what's been really great is the creativity I've always seen, but really starting to see out of the boys and girls. This week we set a challenge to design their own maths game. And 2 of our boys, Dylan and Connor, did a really great job of designing some new maths games for us to play. So we've even created our own channel now in Teams on games that we can add, which has been really fantastic. So I'm really proud of all of you, as you know, and I'm really proud of all of stage 1, as you all know. So moving on to my awards. My first award is going to Gloria. And Gloria has been giving us a really great range of interesting sentences during our sentence of the day program, and really trying to mix it up and make them her own, and doing a fantastic job using a range of vocabulary. So it's been really good. My next award is for Riley for all of the hard work he does with Mrs. Ralph, and on teams with me each day. He's really a hard little worker and he tries so hard. And my last award goes to Connor for his hard work and his excellent explanation of a variety of mathematical concepts. He's got a real knack for that. So I thought he should be rewarded for that today. So well done, guys. I'm proud of all of you, as you know.
Well, great job, 1-2-Y people. Some very, very clever people in there who've been working really, really hard. That's fantastic to see. Okay, we'll now move on to our next class, which is 1-2S. So I'll hand over to Mrs. Skimmeris, who is about to pop up any second. Oh, you look like you're on holiday again this week, Mrs. Skimmeris.
Oh, I forgot that was still up, but I'm not in New York today. I'm at school.
Not sure where at school has all those bright lights, though. It's very important.
Yes. No, it's lovely. I just almost got blown away. Got a beautiful breeze out here at the moment. You probably can't tell. Oh no, my hair is flowing in the wind. So
all good. Okay, I'll hand over to you for your
worries. Okay, thank you. All right. Hello, 1-2S and Richmond North. My 3 beautiful students that received my awards this week are Havana. So Miss Havana has been so positive and on every day this week, and such a beautiful, happy student who's been bringing her positive nature to all our meetings. And my next student is Ryder, who is really trying hard to complete his work at home. I got to see him a few times during our team's meeting, but I know he's been doing a lot of work at home, and it's really making me really happy that he's trying so hard. And my last student is Mr. Finlay, who has been fantastic with helping others at school when needed. I was in the other day with him at school, and he showed his proficiency with gardening and weeding. So might have to get him to help out with some weeding around when we're all back, and he might be our designated gardener for our class. So I was really impressed with that. So well done, everyone.
That's fantastic. I think we always can use help with the garden because we have such a big area, and the more we can get, the better. So that's fantastic. I look forward to seeing that happening when we get back to school, hopefully before the end of term 4. Okay, we'll now switch over to our wonderful people from 2-3M and Mrs. Hayday. You look like you're in a children's storybook.
Oh, this is The Simpsons, Mr. Thurling.
Oh, okay. Well,
felt like a bit of a Simpsons mood today. I thought with my pajamas, with a nice couch behind me.
Very good.
Perfect.
Hopefully, like a car doesn't drive in or something like that.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Like that to happen. So I'll hand over to you, and you can do your awards. And I think you had something to talk about afterwards too. That looked.
I will be back, so I will just preface this. I'm doing my class awards now, but I know there's lots of people who are waiting on tenterhooks to hear my announcement for Guess the Pet competition. That will be coming up later. So for my class awards, I actually need to recognise a couple of students who I have had some wonderful emails. Now, I'm not sure if you're aware, but teachers are not seeing the paper packs until about a week or 2 after you're handing them in, because we have some wonderful other staff who are marking them. And they have sent me some emails with glowing remarks about paper packs. So I would like to acknowledge Mia. Mrs. Delanty thinks your wonderful work on paper copies is amazing from home and that you're doing a great job. To Brody, Mrs. O'Sullivan says the same thing. Your wonderful work on your paper packs and completing every single activity to your usual high standards. So I'm really glad that Mia and Brody, who are always working hard in class, are still doing the same thing at home. And Ashton, for his great participation and effort in everything, but also there's extra things we get to do at home, like our MasterChef challenges and some of our creative things, like Mrs. Young was saying. And Ashton just does all those extra things as well, and just makes me smile when I see the creative things he's getting up to. So thanks, Ashton.
Fantastic. Well done to those wonderful people in 2-3M. And like Mrs. Hayday said, she's going to be back to talk about something really important very soon. So we will move on with our class awards. So many great people working at school at the moment. I'm very impressed. So now we're going to go over to Mrs. Donaldson, who's going to tell us all about what's going on with the wonderful people in 3-4D. And Mrs. Donaldson, you must be coming via satellite from Uluru.
Yes, long way away.
So I don't know what some of the teachers are going to do when they have to come back to school. They're going to miss out on all these wonderful adventures that they're having.
That's right. Can't wait to get back to North Richmond every day.
I think so. I think every side of the way things are, I think we'll be glad to get back to some level of normal, I think.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, I'll hand over to you and you can share with us the wonderful award winners from 3-4D.
Hi 3-4D and hi everybody else watching today. My award winners, I could give so many kids an award because you guys are just doing such an awesome job. However, my 3 awards this week go to, firstly, Flynn Allen for excellent work in online learning and great work in mathletics. My second award is to Savannah Newell for excellent work in online learning and paper packs. And Savannah has also produced some great projects and posters during online learning, which have been great to see. My last award goes to Jamie Roberts, who is working very hard in mathletics and in online learning. So well done, Jamie. He's really trying hard with mathletics and going leaps and bounds ahead. So well done. Thank you, Mr. Thurling.
Thank you for that, Mrs. Donaldson, and well done to all those wonderful people in 3-4D. I'm so pleased that you're working so hard. It sounds like some of you have been doing some really interesting things as well, which is good to see. But sometimes it's hard to keep up with the learning at home, but it sounds like certainly in 3-4D people are motoring along, which is
yes, and we should come up on top of Kahoot this week. It's very, very close.
Oh.
Yes. So I'll have to look at the marks very soon.
Bated breath for that one, I think, because that's very exciting. I know everyone, I've been looking in the Teams groups through the week and I can see so much discussion around what's going on with Kahoot. So I'm going to find out what happens too, I think.
Okay.
Will be great. Maybe you can give me a heads up before you tell everyone else. Maybe I can know.
Okay. All right.
Thanks for that, Mrs. Donaldson. No worries. Okay. Thank you. All right. Moving along to our next class, the very wonderful people from 3-4M. So I'm going to hand over now to, I think, Mrs. Wilkins. Yes. And she'll be able to tell us all about the wonderful things that are happening with 3-4M. Oh, that looks a very nice picture behind you there, Mrs. Wilkins.
Thank you, Mr. Thurling.
So it looks like a really nice place, a nice, calm, peaceful place to be, I think. Oh, I think Mrs. Wilkins might have frozen, her picture there might have frozen. So we might just give her a minute to see if we can get her back on. Otherwise, we may come back. No. See how we go. All right, we might just try. We'll give Mrs. Wilkins a minute to see if we can get her to come back in a minute. And while she's doing that, I think Mrs. Wilkins is also going to be presenting awards for oh no, Mrs. Wilkins is back.
Sorry, Mr. Thurling, that was my internet.
That's okay. Well, that's the wonderful world of the NBN and everything like that. Doesn't seem to have quite fixed all the problems with the internet, unfortunately. That's fine. So I will hand over to you so you can do your awards before we have any other technical glitches. So I will switch over now. Thanks.
Thanks, Mr. Thurling. Okay, from 3-4M. Noelle for having a dedicated approach to her home learning. Annabelle for asking insightful questions during Teams meetings. And Kennedy for writing an impressive poem about a new Olympics. It was very, very good. Mr. Thurling, would you like me to do 4C awards while I'm at it?
I'm going to do the 4C ones while you're there. That would be fantastic. Thanks, Mrs. Wilkins.
No worries. 4C, Miss Connolly apologises. She hasn't been able to get on today. Her internet's a bit glitchy as well. So here are the 4C awards. For Lucas, for keeping a positive attitude throughout home learning and for being a constant contributor in class meetings. Evelyn, for showing resilience, whether working from home or at school and always doing it with a smile. And Amelia, for consistently completing home learning tasks with enthusiasm. Thank you, Mr. Thurling.
Thanks, Mrs. Wilkins. That's fantastic. Well done to all those wonderful workers in 3, 4M and 4C. You're doing a fantastic job, trying so hard to get everything done. We're really, really proud of all of our students who've been doing everything they can to get their work done in difficult circumstances. And I must say also too, a big thank you to all the parents out there who are going above and beyond to support kids, their children, to get the work done. And that's sometimes quite difficult as well. So thank you to the parents and brothers and sisters who are helping with the learning at home. Okay, we will now move over to our senior students. So I'm going to hand over in a second to Ms. Ziesel, who's going to tell us all about what's been happening with the wonderful students from 5-6Z. How are you, Ms. Ziesel?
Hello, I'm well, very well, thank you.
That's good.
Lovely to see everybody on here today.
Yes.
Yeah. We're getting this technology down pat. We're doing very well. So
we're getting better. Unfortunately, we'll probably get it perfect, and then we'll be back at school. So that's always the way. Okay.
We are very resilient learners. So
we are. So I will hand over to you, Ms. Ziesel, and you can share.
Thank you. Congratulations, everybody in 5-6Z, doing an amazing job with their at-home learning. A couple of people getting awards today that have done some outstanding work during the last fortnight. Now, the first award goes to Isaac, and Isaac's been achieving pleasing results in his home learning. Keep up the hard work, Isaac. You're doing an amazing job. My second award winner is Adriana, and Adriana's getting her award for demonstrating increasing confidence in new and unfamiliar situations and facing those challenges with a positive attitude. That's really important. Keep up the hard work, Adriana. And my last award winner in 5-6Z is for Charlie, and she's getting her award for enthusiastically embracing new learning experiences and relishing in those challenges. So well done to those people who got a special mention today. Keep up the hard work, 5-6Z, until we're back in the classroom. Well done, guys. Thank you, Mr. Thurling.
Thanks, Ms. Ziesel, and well done all those wonderful workers in 5-6Z. That was a great job, and so good to hear some of the wonderful things that you're doing as well. So very proud of our senior students who are doing a great job. Now we have to hear about our other half of our senior students. So Mr. Wheat's going to come in a second, and he'll be sharing with us some wonderful news about what's happening in 5-6W. And I'm really looking forward to hearing about that because I know that they've also been working really hard this week. So well done to them. I'll just wait 1 second for Mr. Wheat to get on, and then we can hear about. Oh, here he is. Oh, he looks like he's in a video game.
Yeah, I am. It goes without. We have a theme every week. This week it was rainforest, but next week it's going to be video games, as decided by Stage 3. So we have a bit of a vote, and we base all our English.
I hope it's not one where like Donkey Kong comes and donks you on the head or anything, Mr. Wheat, because that would be very sad.
No, it would. So all our English reading material is it will be based on video games and things like that. And we're actually going to start using code.org next week.
That's very exciting.
Do some coding work, yeah. Which I think it's a good opportunity for us to do that sort of stuff if we're sitting in front of a screen anyway.
Of course. And a lot of kids have had lots of experience with coding now, so they pick it up and get going with it really quickly.
Yeah. So, yeah, hopefully we'll see how that goes.
Yep. I'll hand over to you, Mr. Wheat.
Sure. So my first award goes to Abby J. Chambers for her great work on Studio K Radio this Monday. I really enjoyed listening to it. I think she did a great job. The next award is for Cooper Gosgo for his enthusiasm during Teams meetings and on Kahoot on Thursday afternoons. He keeps us entertained and he has a great time and lifts the mood, which is good for everybody. And finally, one for Asante for working hard online and on the paper pack. So he does a combination of both and he's doing a great job. So I want him to keep that up. I want everyone to keep up the great work. So, yeah, I'll see you all on Teams next week. It's been great seeing everybody here this afternoon.
That's fantastic. Thank you for that, Mr. Wheat, and well done to those people. Like I said, it's really hard to do learning from home sometimes, and we're really, really pleased with the effort everyone's putting in. So great job. Great job. Okay, moving on to our next group. Mrs. Delanty is going to come on in just a second, and she's going to be doing the awards for learning support. And I know that lots has been happening in that space in the last week or so. Lots of students working really, really hard with those extra programs that we're running. And it's great to see people in those Teams groups that we've set up. And I know I've been tracking, some of you have been watching the videos that Miss Kane has been putting up on our rnps.org.au website. And I know some of our groups have been working really, really well in their meetings online with Miss Kane, Mrs. Delanty, and our COVID tutors as well. So lots and lots of people doing lots of really great work. So Mrs. Delanty, I'll hand over to you and you can
Thank you, Mr. Thurling.
All the wonderful people working in those programs.
Yes, we've had a great week. A lot of feedback and the kids seem to be having fun and yeah, they're doing really, really well. First of all, in my group, I would love to award Chase Hollows for constructing great sentences. He's done a really, really amazing job this week. Chase Newell for being an active participant in Teams meetings. He was very enthusiastic this week and it was really, really good to see. Charlotte Murray for working hard and in writing. She did really, really well in her writing this week. Also from Mrs. Moffat, John O'Connor for completing 200 sight words in mini-leap this week. So that's from Mrs. Moffat. And I also have an award from Mrs. Memphin, goes to Zayden Lee for demonstrating respectful behaviour towards other students. So they're the awards for this week. Thank you, guys. Hope everyone's doing well.
Thank you so much for that, Mrs. Delanty, and well done to all of those people working so hard with our support teachers and our SLSOs. It's fantastic to see such great work happening. So well done to all those people. Now that brings to an end our award winners, but we still have some other things I think that we need to share. So I'm going to maybe switch back over to Mrs. Hayday in a second because I know she's got something important to share that everyone wants to know about. And that's going to be far more interesting than just sitting watching me. So I will hand over to you, Mrs. Hayday, and you can share your important information with us, please.
Excellent. All right. So the winners of the Guess the Pet competition. So we actually had 21 pets that you could guess from, and our average score was 8, and we actually had 80 responses, which I think is fantastic. So we actually have 3 student winners and 3 staff winners. Our students first on 14 points. Amaya from year 3, congratulations, Amaya. On 14 points also, Henry in year 5, congratulations, Henry. And on 13 points, Kelly in year 1. And I know Kelly was trying to be a little bit sneaky and trying to guess some things and get some information out of Mrs. Young, but she didn't give in, but he still did a fantastic job. Well done, Kelly. And for our staff, we had Miss Wilkins on 14. Congratulations, Mrs. Wilkins. Mrs. Hyam on 13 points and Mrs. Donaldson on 13 points. And I know they were very eager to hear whether they had won as well. So congratulations, guys. Keep an eye out on your letterboxes. We're having a few postal issues out here at the moment, but we'll get something out to you to congratulate you. And I will let you know there will be another competition coming up at some stage next week. We're going to do a Bitmoji competition next. Thank you very much, Mr. Thurling.
Fantastic. Thank you for that. And that's great to hear people participating in those competitions. They're not always easy to do. You have to really have
yeah, 21 guesses. We had quite a few kindergarten kids have a go and some year 1. I was really impressed that we had a year 1 winner. That's a really great
good, isn't
effort.
it? Well, we know how clever you one can be. So
Yes, very true. Very
yeah.
true.
So thank you for organising that. I know how much
My pleasure.
Participating, so thank you, and I'm sure that they're all looking forward to the next competition.
Definitely.
Very exciting. Okay, thank you for that. I will hand over next to Mrs. Wilkins because I know she's got some very special awards to give for mathematics, because that's a really important part of what we've been doing at home. Obviously, there's the lessons that the teacher set normally, but there's been activities that people do on reading eggs. Sometimes we're using the PME, athletics. There's lots of tools that we're using at home to help us with our learning. And mathletics is certainly one of those really important tools. And I know some people have been working super hard on mathletics. So let's hand over to Mrs. Wilkins and we'll find out who are our award winners for the mathletics program this week.
Thank you, Mr. Thurling. Yeah, it's very exciting. We actually have a gold award as well this week, Mr. Thurling, which is really good. I'll announce that at the end. So here we go. Our silver mathletics awards for this week: Peyton Gibson, Madeline Lua, Finlay O'Neill, Tegan, Jagger, Charlie Thornton, Isabel Wilkins, and Crystal Emmy. And the gold award is someone who's also got a silver award. Well done to Madeline Lua. Very exciting, boys and girls. They will be in your mailboxes soon. Thank you.
Thanks, Mrs. Wilkins, for that. That's fantastic. Now, I think I'm just waiting. Has anyone else still in the room at the moment got an announcement or a message that they wanted to share? If you do, if you'd like just to turn your camera on. I don't think there's anybody else. Nobody has sent anything through. Okay, so I think that's mostly the awards and the announcements for this week. So from me, I guess it's just keep battling forward. I know sometimes, as we've said, it can be a bit difficult learning from home, but we are super proud with how resilient that you have been in difficult circumstances and how hard everyone is trying to do the right thing. It's great to see you participating in things like our Wellbeing Friday and our guessing competition for the pet guessing competition. It's really good to see people really participating in all those extra things that are a little bit of fun to break up all of the learning that's happening at school and online. So thank you for that. It really makes a big difference. So I think that just about brings to an end our assembly for week 8. Well done to all our birthday people and congratulations to all our award winners. You've all done particularly well. And we look forward to seeing you in week 10, which will be 2 weeks, our very last week. It'll be actually the very last day of term. And so it will be a nice opportunity to celebrate some more wonderful things that have been happening at Richmond North this term. Until then, stay safe, look after yourselves, behave, make sure you're looking after them as well. And we will finish, as we always do, with our national anthem. So I will hand over, or I'll switch over to that screen, and we will be able to listen to our national anthem. Where are we? No, that's not the right screen, is it? Let me try that again. I was just getting excited thinking I was going to get through the whole assembly without making any mistakes or anything going wrong. And I clicked the wrong button right at the end. So maybe this will work a little better. I think that's good. So thank you, boys and girls, mums and dads and everyone else for joining us today. We've enjoyed having your company for this little hour or so. Take care and we will see you next time, and finishing with the national anthem. Thank you.